Hello, and welcome to the E-tier finals. We have kingsSkort against UltimateGeek. kingsSkort is the highest seed. They'll be going first, and the format is first to 3.5 wins. I briefly checked these players' league history. They have both been in D before. kingsSkort only once, and UltimateGeek quite a few times. This board has two of the strongest curses. Um, I'd probably expect Sea Witch to get more play here than Siren. Um, yeah, Sea Witch Open is very strong. I recently added Sea Witch to my dislike list after too many painful games of just losing. Um, yeah, Daimyo is good on experiments here. Plus by we have Nomad's Envoy. Probably we don't need Envoy. There's not really very good payload ramping. Unless maybe Jester, but I can't really see that being too relevant. It's quite tempting, I feel like, when Daimyo is on the board to just keep clicking it. Um, I don't really love that. I mean, I guess it is going to be okay. But I think we probably need plus buy in at some point. And it would be nice probably to get at least one acting troop so we have some villagers. Yeah, Turtle. Turtle's so good. Much better than Otter and whichever other ones we were voting on. Could just be more Sea Witch. Or Daimyo maybe. Yeah, Envoy, I mean, it's kind of good, but I think we don't really need the draw that much. That the debt is a bit of a cost. Oh, is it borrow once you have Siren in play? Yeah. I always forget that the like draw up to a certain number gets rid of the token. It feels like it shouldn't. It's kind of against the spirit of the token. But yeah, that is nice. Maybe Turtle the Daimyo and by I don't know. I feel like we got loads of draw. So maybe a Crucible, maybe a Nomads. The trashing is really like not under control at all. kingsSkort already has an envoy, so they probably don't need the Nomads. That definitely hurts getting the last two curses. Um, maybe Daimyo Acting troop, honestly. That works too. We're not playing Sea Witch. I don't really like that. I don't think we need another Siren. Like, obviously, everyone likes having duration balance, but without the cursing, it's not too relevant. We'd rather probably just get some experiments or something there. It's definitely, I mean, once they get some kind of deck control, it's not obvious. The best way to add payload could just be buying golds. You could buy nomads to crucible them. Yeah, I like the second crucible. I think they should have come earlier, but better late than never. Um, did yeah, UltimateGeek did have an envoy, so they have plus buy. I think they should probably get an acting troop at some point, just for the reliability, because yeah, they're not guaranteed to find their minstrels. This could be nomads plus something. Not sure what that something would be. Silver. We've been given 2 coppers by Justin. I didn't even notice that. I guess that's not that unlikely. I guess we. This Jester is working surprisingly well. Borrowing. It's funny clicking borrow and then you don't know why you're buying it. You just assume that you want to borrow, which I guess is fair. Mm. Yeah, things are not going well for kingsSkort at the moment. I don't think more daimyo is the solution, but it's tempting when you can't afford to buy anything else. I guess if they find daimyo on Jester, that gives them money, but otherwise they're struggling a bit with economy and draw and thing, I guess. Yeah, that is true. I don't know what happened. They found it turn 3 as well. And they're just getting pummeled by these Jester coppers as well. I think just keep building as UltimateGeek, but yeah, I don't know what the building looks like. I still think I want a Nomads, and then I don't know. I would definitely resign this if I was kingsSkort at this point. See which games really can be painful, especially with Turtle. Like they're just not likely to dud. I guess the last time, yeah. This is a win, isn't it? On experiments. Yeah, the province doesn't actually help that much either. It really has just compounded with the Jester copper chunking. Just meant that kingsSkort never got deck control, and UltimateGeek has just been super consistent every turn. Just play 8,000 nomads and buy the experiments, but probably they're gonna miss it if they missed it last time. Maybe we'll pile Crucibles. Do we see the experiment pile this time? No. Hopefully the resign button will save them. And it does. And now to UltimateGeek. Shopkeepers, what's that one? That's not that relevant. There's plenty of village. Well, the village and draw is kind of Lost City. I guess you could get imps or monkey or broker stuff. It's always fun trying to do like a broker gold treasure it back, but probably that's not that feasible here. Opening, I'd be tempted by salvager silver probably. I guess broker silver is quite similar. don't really like the potion. I don't think the cursing hurts that much here. I mean, the curse trashing, yeah, the curse trashing is not good with salvager or broker, but investment is quite good for curses. And yeah, not getting up to, I think treasure is quite useful, so I'd be trying to hit 5 here to get that. Yeah, potion opening for familiar is really like, I don't know the odds, but it seems like it misses quite a lot. Broker for favors, so they get the +1. I mean, it depends. Like, if you're trying to do like a long-term broker thing where you broker golds and then gain them with treasure, I think it's kind of feasible because then you get the if you get to the action buy stage. But I think it's probably too slow. So I guess you take favors if you already have enough money, but otherwise probably not. Like here, you can draw with investment and then gain it back. Nice. I probably would have trashed the first investment. Like I know it's only 3 VP, but you don't need the money, and then you can gain it back at some point. Does look like we are reaching for the 10 favor mark. It activates immediately when you reach 10, doesn't it? Yeah. I would have been tempted by not trashing that coupled investment and getting like treasure or gold or something, because I think the gold is useful. That is true with the gatekeeper. I guess if you trash 2 of the same thing, you can gain it back, but then you need to draw it again, which does kind of hurt the treasurer gain to hand effect. Monkey is also drawing loads of cards from this interaction as well. But I mean, this is definitely the most fun thing to be doing on this board, so you got to support it. I think we need gold. Yeah. UltimateGeek doesn't even have plus buy. because that, apart from shopkeepers, you need to get salvager, which they don't have. So they can't really benefit from this turn that much. It's interesting how much player 2 has won, or has like been so far ahead in both of these games. Obviously, it hasn't won yet, but should. This deck actually got on mine like quite quickly as well. I definitely underestimated it at the start. Probably lost it, yeah. You should, I guess, be able to mill provinces like enough with broker as well to pile this turn. I think it's not actually that difficult at all. Yeah, I don't think this competition should be between the broker and the familiar deck, but maybe just between like, I don't know, just like the monkey salvager thing. You can just be trashing province. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, very well played. We have keep, but there is thankfully no loot. Cage is funny with keep because it will inevitably vanish before the end of the game. Jack is good at getting lots of silvers. Buried treasure, you could obviously just rush a bunch of them as well. Definitely chapel in the opening. I don't know if you want like chapel silk or probably chapel silk. You could do chapel jack, but then the collision is a bit sad. Yeah, that's chapel games for you. Yeah, UltimateGeek will have to spend the villager, but that's alright. There's not even an estate to find down there, so I don't know how much you want to draw to trash the extra on. Trash's silk is interesting. And then again, drawing all the coppers. I guess two of them are already there. I definitely don't like Cage. Yeah, that's very odd. It seems like it could. I don't know how much the silvers are going to get in the way of that though. With carriage, forum, jack. Like forum is just 3 cons, discard 2 cards, which is not that strong. And then, well, I guess you draw up to 5, so you can play 2 forums. No, not 2 forums. You can play 1 forum before with each jack, so it doesn't really scale that quickly. Um, I think just like jack, big money is quite good here. Like jack scepter is quite nice as well. Um, Obviously, like not needed now with there's so few cards in deck. Yeah, jack changeling to get the buried treasures. Because I imagine winning the buried treasure split is, I mean, it's often quite important anyway. So, and with keep the extra 5 points, I think it's even better. I would like a jack though for kingsSkort. I wonder if we never even get to greening if they're trying to keep all their cages and just empty like buried treasure set to cage or something. But that probably won't work. They're ahead on the silvers and they're tied on buried treasures now. And they're ahead on coppers because they caged them instead of trashing them. But I just feel like once you get to greening, the fact that you've caged them, I guess when you cage a chapel as well, it just means you can trash them when you break your cage. I like the scepter a lot. It's still not really needed given how well, I guess next turn actually because we're gonna have the buried treasures out because we've got like a 4-1 duration balance. So it's okay. I don't know if they're planning to then trash them to get the stuff. I guess it helps with the reliability for finding your jack. I think kingsSkort definitely should take a jack. Going after changeling golds, I guess. But it's quite a slow way of getting payload. Having to buying silks and exchanging them for changelings when you could just gain changelings off jack. A forum or more than one forum is quite nice to help find the jack as well. But then obviously if you find the jack first, it gets in the way of your draw to X with the scepters. Yeah, I feel like kingsSkort has just not really been gaining payload much. They just seem to hit the same number like most hands. I kind of feel like the game is flip-flopped a little bit. Like the second shuffle, UltimateGeek was way ahead, and then they briefly stopped doing stuff for the cages, and then when they got Jack, they went back in front. That's nice finding the scepter there. I guess you can cage for him. That's quite nice. Assuming you're going to green at some point. This is a win on changelings and silks. If we played Jack against game, they're changeling. But not finding it. I'm not sure why we just played scepter for two. Like at the very least, playing Jack again gets you a silver that you then draw, which is as good as two, unless you don't want the silver in your deck. Shouldn't really matter though. Oh, there was also the changeling on the deck that we didn't draw and play. I think, are they now even on silvers? I think kingsSkort just got points for the silver. Ooh, is that no info on do? Interesting. There's definitely the same win available here. If you just keep the silver, well, I guess you can buy a silver. Playing this one as Jack, yeah. We can pile Scepter as well. Maybe not as well as those two, but we could do like Silk Scepter if we wanted to. yeah, that was definitely, in my opinion, the right direction to go with the deck. Yeah, second player advantage. This one, battlefields, might be relevant. Um, yeah, silk is very nice here as well. I think blockade scrap is, yeah, that is well. Both players opened. It definitely seems good. I think I would get a second blockade before I started blockading silk. And yeah, I was definitely thinking about the battlefield gardens stuff as well, which is why I was thinking second blockade. I wouldn't expect that we would have time to get Prince Horse set up. It's kind of awkward to try and hit 8 here, unless we're saving coffers, I think. I would definitely want just like loads of blockades, getting silks and scraps, and then gardens. Probably pile on blockade, silk, gardens. I would guess that would be the 3 piles that I'd be looking at. And if you're constantly blockading silks, it hurts the engine as well, whatever the engine may look like here. Uh, when did Sage happen? Turn three Sage, and turn 5 Sage. Lots of Sage. Having said what I said, this does now hit 8. So maybe we try and Prince of Horse. I would probably want Storyteller here as well, actually, given how annoying the coppers are. Yeah, I guess like whatever turns up in your hand with Prince is what gets Prince. I think it's normally, I would say, quite rare that you don't print something just because you'd rather print Horse. At least in my experience. But I think there's also a decent chance that Prince does, given the state of these decks. Yeah, definitely don't play Silk. I like more Scrap. We have a Silk. I wonder if Silk is a better Prince target than Sage. I'm actually not sure. It seems close to me. I guess you could play Sage and try and find the horse, because I think we have a horse down there, don't we? I'm pretty sure. I like Storyteller. I also haven't really been watching what kingsSkort has been doing. I'm too excited by the printing. They do seem to be going for more of the blockade gardens thing. Blockade estate. Not sure why we blockade estate instead of gardens. Like I don't think there's any real chance that UltimateGeek is going to start taking estates at this point. Yeah, the exiling is not gaining. That is true. Yeah, probably the two. I mean, the curses do help blow your deck, which is something, but I think it's probably not enough of a thing to outweigh the fact that you're getting two curses. I think we just scrap the gold here. Don't really need it. Probably double gardens. I'm not sure the Duchy estate. Is that better? That feels like it can't be better, unless you're worried about kingsSkort immediately piling, which I don't think was feasible. I'd be tempted to scrap silk, yeah, but you could also play it. We do have two villages already. We can't be stopping here, can we? That was a weird order. I think maybe they thought they were putting it into the shuffle. I guess province, maybe province silk or something. Maybe province nothing. I'm not sure we spend a villages to treasure curse here. Apparently we do. Although to be fair, I haven't been keeping track of how many blockades they had down in their shuffle. But if you end up missing a blockade play because you trashed a curse, then that would be quite painful. This piles, but does it when I guess they have to count. How many cards do they have in their discard pile? Yeah, I'm not going to do that counting. They can do that. I do still think the storyteller would speed up this rush quite a lot to help you cycle around to your blockades and scraps. I would be curious to try and play that. They've decided that it wasn't enough. Probably blockade another estate and take duchy then. Feels like you gotta be maximizing points. Or I guess you could take 3 more estates. I don't understand taking the silk unless you think you need the villager. Yeah, like given this hand, you'd probably be better off just having like a scrap or something. Don't know if they miscounted or something there. But we do have another player to win. And no silk this time. This looks like, I guess, galley and litter for village. Maybe some swaps to help gain the components. But the only cheap actions that you could really swap is seller, because fishmonger is always like hiding at the bottom, obviously. And then I think you want to try and get the sack quite quickly, and then do a kind of enlarge loot thing. Yeah, I don't know how much like at the start of the game you try and buy stuff, and then at the end of the game you get enlarges to trash your loot into provinces. But I definitely think getting onto enlarge early is very key. So I do quite like the fishmonger open, given that it is guaranteed to hit 5. Littera's first 5 I definitely don't like, but they do at least have an enlarge now. I think probably just gain galleys off the estates. UltimateGeek does have a map maker as well. Swap is probably good for if you're like, if you have to enlarge your coppers into sellers or something, then you can swap them out for useful stuff. I'm not sure I've ever seen Galley with shadow cards as well, which, I mean, obviously it makes sense that it works, but I just never considered it. They're typically not, I mean, it's not as good second turn, right? Because you don't get the implicit +1 card the second time you play it. Nice. So I guess we enlarge a state into galley, silver into litter. I'm not sure that's better. Goat is a nice pull though for the coppers. Puzzle box as well with enlarge to like guarantee. Do you have something that you want to trash in your next hand? Um, Maybe less relevant given you have galley to have start of turn draw as well. I don't know what's down there, but maybe we just pitch the coppers. I'd be tempted by another enlarge, but I guess we also need draw. I'm not sure about that desperation. The extra counter room is quite nice, but the curse is also very annoying. I definitely want to swap. Like we could have done mirror swap there or something. I know I keep saying swap, 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 but it's a good card. I also think second enlarge would be helpful for both players, especially whoever has the second sack, which I think is Ultimate Geek. Am I going mad? Why does Ultimate Geek have so many cards in their hand? They puzzle box one. They drew two from Counter Room. Is that really they only had three extra cards? Map Maker is quite nice once you start enlarging into provinces. Uh, yeah, I really, I, I guess we play, yeah. We could have played enlarge and then staffed the fishmonger if we were, I don't know, taking one of these into province. Which it seems like we have enough stuff that we could start provincing now. That's also true. So yeah, you could play fishmonger in the action phase, then staff the enlarge, trash something into province, draw with map makers. They must be puzzle boxing it because they're going to buy swap, yeah. We've already decided to mirror, interestingly. Wow, we're really going for it. It seems like a lot of enlarges. I wonder if that puts pressure on piles. Seems likely. I think if kingsSkort doesn't pile, then UltimateGeek could. Yeah, if you're trying to count your opponent's gains as well as your own gains, this would be very thinky. Fortunately for me, I normally don't bother counting my opponent's gains, which makes it twice as easy. I mean, I'm not sure why we're thinking here. I guess we just swap the sellers into something, maybe enlarge, probably enlarge. Might as well play letter just to see what else we have down there, because surely we have another enlarge down there as well. Do we not? Get rid of the galley. I don't really like that. Yeah, I think some of that ordering was a bit off. Because, I mean, I would have much rather gallied something. So probably play letter before you play any of the swaps. Then you can think. If you think you need draw, maybe you could swap into a council run and then swap something else back into enlarge. Because we don't have any draw coming in for next turn, so we can't really play the 3 enlarges. Because then we're just going to cripple our hand. Obviously, our opponent is going to help us slightly with the counter runs, but yeah, not galling anything seems really bad. Maybe they just panicked because like UltimateGeek just took all the enlarges and has loads of pressure. But also, given that they took all the enlarges, maybe they can take 5 performances. So yeah, I don't know. I didn't like the decision. They do have a figurehead as well, to be fair. But I'm expecting UltimateGeek can just win here with not that much difficulty. I would not cellar. I would have enlarged into province first and used the map makers. And this is definitely in hand. Player 2 takes it again. So UltimateGeek just needs half a point now. Oh, that's it's gonna be some karma for declaring GG's early. They're probably gonna lose now. What's going on here? Counterfeit is seems like quite a big priority early, and then I think we'll go into the hostelry livery stuff. I don't know on the opening, like Silver Courtyard is, well, I don't think I've ever seen someone open Changeling. That is definitely not correct. I don't know about overlords because like overlords don't trigger the delivery price check. So like it's for me if I'm trying to play the delivery engine, I don't think overlord is that necessary. Like I guess opening one is quite nice because then you can get effectively open a delivery across your two opens and only have one extra there. But I don't even need loads of them. Um, yeah, I don't like this prioritizing changelings that much though. I think I'd much rather have a horse for cycling to get back around to my account a bit quicker. Um, because the draw is not that great early on until you get everything set up. I would yeah probably get a hostelry for those two. Nice. Hmm. I'm not sure about this much changeling. I mean, obviously, like this hand is it looks bad, but I don't think it's that unlikely. Maybe double livery. Yeah, I guess you could play livery and then gesture and hope to get something nice, depending on what you're planning to buy. Um, Ranger is. I guess it got through all of that junk, so I don't hate that. I think second counterfeit is quite nice as well at some point, maybe this point. Um, so you could get a hostelry for two horses, changeling for counterfeit. That can't be. Oh, I see what they're doing. Uh, I'm not sure about that. I don't think I like that. They're just not, in my opinion, drawing enough to just keep shoving changelings in there. Like there's literally 3 coppers trashed on turn or turn 9 when there's counterfeit. This is definitely a nice turn though. Counterfeit silver. No, misclick. Um, maybe 1 hostelry, 1 ranger, and then changeling for overlord. Because you don't really want to have to play your overlord as ranger. And you also at some point want to flip your, well, like now, flip your token parity. Because you normally want to start with it face up on your turn, so you get the draw at the start, and then reset it at the end. So that was a pretty perfect outpost turn. Yeah. Yeah. I'd rather you didn't. It's gonna be loud though, isn't it? I'm recording. Can you wait? It's probably not gonna be that long. Yeah, fine. Thank you. Sorry, I have to get the door. Don't know what I missed. Oh, courtyard drawing 3 actions. That's pretty painful. Ultimate Geek having a curse is quite funny. Like the chance of Jester flipping exactly Overgrown Estate. Um, I'd keep that 1 copper, just buy like Livery Hostelry or something. I think the horses are really nice, especially on your outpost turn, to help it kick off. Now we've got 6. Yeah, I mean that was just we just missed the free horse. And I still don't really like getting that many changelings. Like imagine this changeling was a horse. I would be a lot happier. Maybe just reset the ranger token. This can definitely be hostelry overlord. Well, but overlord from the changeling. The piles are getting quite low, but I don't think there's that much threat from kingsSkort. Maybe after this dud though. That's pretty scary. Hmm. I would say, yeah, don't play ranger. I think silver is fine. You could take ride. Um, yeah, I think we were a bit lucky there that kingsSkort was not doing as much with their deck. Um, Maybe we're greening. I don't know that we have to, but well, yeah, we probably do actually. Could just be like province hostery one horse. I think kingsSkort doesn't have that much village. They keep playing Overlord as hostelry. So probably saving that copper to get a hostelry would be nice. Which it does look like they're doing. Does also lower piles a bit, but I think if you're going to lose from this situation, kind of doesn't matter. I'm not sure about stopping there. I think there's like I would in particular want to find outpost. So probably I would have been tempted to ranger. Although I'm not sure if you want to waste two overlords. Well, not really waste, but use two overlords to play rangers when it doesn't even guarantee to save your turn. There's still so much copper. Is that all the coppers in the game? Those four. Um, I'm very surprised with how inconsistent these decks are. I feel like um, we should have been like getting to the point where we had enough horses in deck. I think to be consistent. Maybe just province ride, double duchy. I can see that. Um, it's kind of the same as province ride because you add one extra horse and one extra stock card. Yeah, UltimateGeek after having they had like one massive turn, and then they took loads of changelings, which I disapproved of, and then they've just kept kind of stalling since then. I don't know how much of that is partly unlucky as well. I'm not sure why we're thinking here. I guess the only reason could be like if we're trying to jester and get something free into our shuffle, but that doesn't seem right. Wait, people have been buying coppers. Did I miss all of that? I definitely don't like buying coppers. at all. Yeah. Oh, just there's been a lot of Jester and coppers. It feels like so many of these games which have been similar but different. Um, Probably just livery twice. Yeah, it's crazy. Like kingsSkort suddenly seems ahead. Does this win? Yeah, it does win. Nice. So another second player win, and 3-all. kingsSkort to go first in I guess the final game. I'm not 100% clear on the rules. If it's a tie, I think it would go to the second player would win, but I definitely could be wrong on that. This is a very wide board. I don't know why it's displaying like that for me. I feel like normally when there's 4 landmarks like that, they normally put them underneath the killing cards. I've just got everything in one big line. Anyway, we have Kitsune as the omen. There is lamp as well. I don't know how much we're trying to go after popping lamp because it seems kind of awkward here versus just trying to curse as much as we can. Um, I would probably open sacrifice silver. I can see. Oh, we have desert guides as well. Um, so yeah, I could see like sacrifice and then desert guides or something, or silver and then desert guides. Sacrifice is like not that great at hitting 5. It's basically a copper, but the trashing is relevant. Underlings are definitely nice here with desert guides and um, with how important it is to just keep playing Kitsune. Long term, I don't know. Like there's no draw, is there? So probably just ends up looking like some kind of money-ish thing. Um, but yeah, until the curses are empty, probably just spamming Kitsunes is good. I'd be tempted to flip this hand, but we do play. Um, Still don't pop lamp, unfortunately. It is, I mean, it's very difficult. You need kind of like cave umbling, hostelry. I guess if you do a big hostelry for horses at some point, the horses will help you line everything up. But I'm not sure how important going after that is versus just cursing, unfortunately. I don't really like trading post just yet. It'll probably be good at some point. I think it's too early for King's Cash as well. Um, we don't have any treasures that we want to triple. Like Ultimate Geek only has coppers, so the King's Cash is basically a silver. I feel like a lot of casino games tend to look like this, so I can see why some people don't like it. I still like it though. Um, yeah, like look, this hand with King's Cash is horrible. I would definitely skip past it. Um, but it wouldn't be like amazing if it was something else like it, but you know, better. Whoa, whoa! What trash is? No! That is crazy to me. If you don't want to take actions from the Kitsune, which I don't know why you wouldn't, um, you could just take like Coin's Curse and then get the arena points. But trashing Kitsune is that seems completely wrong. I don't know if they were maybe hoping to pop lamp, but even on the whatever like 2 in 9 chance of maybe more than that, like 2 in 11 or whatever it was of drawing lamp. Um, yeah, I think even like once the curses are out, I would still keep the Kitsune because it's plus buy, but definitely like trashing it instead of giving out a curse. Um, yeah, that's really shaken me to my core. I won't lie. I don't think I would have flipped that hand as well. You can give out a curse and trash a curse. That seems quite good. I'd be tempted to sacrifice Importer. I don't think they're doing that much. This is fine as well. I don't mind this. Um, gold, yeah, gold seems very reasonable. Um, I guess Importer gains golds now that everything costs 1 less, so they're okay. And we do pop lamp, which seems like a miracle. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. We can always wish for King's Cash if it lines up. Um, but in the average hand, I don't think it's good. Yeah, I agree with what Ultimate Geek did here. I was thinking gain gold and then flip the hand. Uh, Probably trash, sacrifice, and curse. No. Um, I can see the arena points being good as well, but sacrifice is kind of not very good with the curses, which I think is the majority of the junk remaining. Although actually, I guess we do still have quite a few coppers. I think just gold seems fine. Yikes. Uh, Probably wish for a trading post there. Seems the best thing for this hand. And buy maybe a Kitsune. Underling. Oh, this popped lamp. That's very nice. Just before the shuffle. I can see buying province, yeah. I guess we take coins. 6 is kind of an annoying number though. Well, I guess it's like hitting 7 normally. Probably underling is the best thing to buy on 3. Armory, I guess, could be okay. Like, you can gain duchies, but you don't want to gain duchies onto your deck. Duplicate. Duplicate also. Gaining duchies is not inspiring. If you had like one more cost reduction somewhere, then I would be in favor. I don't understand frogging the secret cave. If we don't want to play it, then we should discard it to get the 2 arena points. But putting on top doesn't help anything really. It's just a cantrip. Like, I don't think we're ever using it to discard 3 because there's like no draw. Uh, I guess that's kind of neat, but also that hand was fine. I guess gain kingsSkort. So take actions coins, gain kingsSkort, gain gold, arena the trading post, king's cash even, not kingsSkort. Uh, I don't know if they missed that they could wish for king's cash because it's cheaper than normal. But that obviously makes you 3 extra coins because you get 2 extra plays of the gold instead of getting a gold, which is 1 extra gold. And here, yeah, you can take actions coins or silver coins. Interesting. I'm being outvoted. I don't mind it. But even finding king's cash with silver is better than gold. So I guess it depends how likely you think that is. Probably a gold. I think we can put a gold in there. I don't think we need to panic and put a duchy in just when we're about to shuffle. Okay, duchy estate. That does seem like the estate's probably not going to help you much. And you're reasonably likely to draw back into it. Here, you can definitely take a stake because you're not going to get through your deck unless you do loads of desert guiding. So province estate here seems perfectly fine. They decide on two duchies, which surprises me because, like, I don't think kingsSkort was threatening like double province, double duchy, and if they were threatening that, then they can probably triple province. So, not sure why we sacrificed Hostory instead of trading post, but yeah, not sure it matters that much. Whoa, getting rid of that hand as well. I'm surprised by that as well. I mean, if you got rid of the last one, then you have to get rid of this one, but yeah, I think they must have just been like, I don't know, overthinking the end of this game here, because yeah, being scared the province was very surprising, and then flipping a like perfectly good hand. Um, I think we kind of have to just gamble on taking province here. If we don't take province, I don't think we're catching up. But this does province. So UltimateGeek takes this one. There were some interesting games. Thank you everyone for joining me. And yeah, good luck to both of these players in the next season, assuming they're both signed up to play. Cool. Thanks.